So whoever has the first question, Sam, want to start us off?
Coach, obviously it's been a busy time since you became the head coach here, trying to collect guys that were already committed here, trying to find some new guys, scouring the transfer portal. What, as a whole, were you trying to kind of get out of this first group coming in?
Yeah, just like you said, the initial phase, I got hired, and it was the first signing date was approaching quickly. Wanted to make sure that we hit the in-state commitments first, and try to shore up those relationships, gain those relationships, and get them signed and maintain their commitment. And then I thought it was important to go identify and sign a transfer quarterback. I thought we did that. I thought Hudson was the best quarterback in the portal, and so it was good for Graham and I to go out and see him and his family, and ultimately get him enrolled here.
Questions? Raise your hand. Bring the mic to you.
And Coach, what do you think the strength of the class is?
That's a good question. I think everybody is of the like-minded. We try to identify and sign guys that love football for football, not for Twitter likes or Instagram followers. These guys, they love ball. The guys that we have already enrolled have hit the ground running in workouts, and they're doing overtime, workouts and working on the craft in the indoor, by themselves. So I think we've got the right kind of guys to make up the locker room and maintain and enhance the chemistry there.
Are there any of the incoming freshmen you think that will be capable of playing a significant role or even a minor role in 2023?
I mean, I would hope so. I think we'll find out more through spring ball when we get an accurate evaluation. Right now they're just working out. Nobody's put on pads, nobody's taking a snap. But if they're the type of guys that we want to recruit to this program, hopefully they can help us on Saturdays.
Any sense on what you may be looking for from the portal when that next window opens in May?
That's going through spring ball and getting an accurate evaluation of exactly what the roster is, how they fit with the scheme on both sides of the ball. Was one of the reasons why we wanted to hold some spots to be able to attack the transfer portal once we got an accurate depiction on what our needs are.
What was your guys' message to the guys that were already committed prior to you taking over?
Yeah, we just told them, you fell in love with Purdue for a reason. I know the people in the building changed, and I know that can be difficult. Not that it's good or bad. It's just change is difficult at times. And so I thought, the guys that we had committed also did a good job of giving us a fair chance and getting to the building and getting to know the new staff. And I think that, that excitement led to most of them maintaining their commitment and signing with us.
And as a staff, what was your guys' focus in this 2023 recruiting class?
Like I said earlier, just to make sure we shored up the guys that were already committed, specifically the guys in the state of Indiana. Going to get a grad, a transfer portal quarterback, and then trying to get the best available players that were still available, both high school and in the portal, that our staff had prior relationships with, and I thought we were able to do that.
When you were talking to those guys that were previously committed to Purdue before you came in and chose to stay with the program, what seemed to be among them one of some of the main reasons that they chose to stay with Purdue?
Yeah, I mean, every individual is different and have their different reasons. I do think, obviously, this university is world class in its education. The facilities are first class and compete with any school in the country. And coupled with what I think is the best fan base in the Big Ten. And then obviously getting to know the staff, getting to know me as the head coach and what type of program I want to run, and then getting to know the staff members and their egoless, their high energetic individuals that know the game of football. And so I think all of those things attracted the guys that were already committed to stay committed.
And then now with signing day over, are you looking forward to the chance to get more acquainted with some of the more people here after the hectic weeks of recruiting and all of that?
Yeah, obviously I'm still, getting to know the guys in the locker room. I try to get down and watch workouts as much as possible. But with the recruiting calendar, we've been out of town. So it is good to be back and grounded, and we got a team meeting on Saturday, and I can't wait. You know what I mean? Like it'll be fun to get to know the guys in the locker room at a more personal level.
What's it? Obviously, you spent a lot of time as a coordinator. What's it been like recruiting as a head coach, whether it's in-home visits and all the different layers that go into that part of it?
It's a lot easier actually to recruit as a head coach. People pick up the phone more frequently, and it's also easier to sell a young man to come play for you, right? I'm not trying to get them to come to a university to play for somebody else. And so when you can sell that and be yourself and be genuine and authentic and provide a vision for exactly what you want to do, I think it's just easier, and the response and the reception has been positive among the recruits.
There's different layers of how like head coaches get involved in recruitment. What